Good morning, I'm Claire Burstein.
I'm Mary Olson.
I'm Charlotte Ross.
And I'm Catherine Summers, and this is NC3 News. Today we are taking a special look into the past decade of the 1920s.
Today is August 18th, 1929. 9 years ago from today, the 19th Amendment was passed, giving women the right to vote. The addition of women's suffrage to this country was an incredible achievement and contribution to the feminist movement.
That was a really important day for the feminist movement.
That was, you're right, Clara. So, today, didn't you get to talk to a flapper, Catherine?
Yes, not today, but a while ago when I first covered this in 1920. Yes, I did. In the Speakeasy, I got to interview a flapper, and we actually do have the tape, so let's roll the reel.
Yeah.
Summers here, and I have the good pleasure of interviewing a flapper, Margaret Sanders. Now tell me, Margaret, how are you defining the roles of feminism today?
I'm wearing shorter skirts, cutting my hair like a boy, and I can support myself. I work, I have a job, and I don't need no man.
There you have it.
Okay, that flapper was looking really good.
She was. That was a really good interview.
Thank you. I think it really showcased and redefined how women, developed and changed drastically in the 1920s.
Another woman who played a major role in the feminist movement was Margaret Sanger. Let's see what she had to say in her interview.
Catherine Summers here with Margaret Sanger, developer of the birth control pill. Now, Margaret, why did you create this pill?
I created it so women have a say and they have control of what they want to do with their bodies and when they would like to start a family.
And we thank you so much.
Welcome.
Margaret Sanger had a huge impact on all of us throughout this decade.
Definitely.
She's definitely a great role model for all of us.
That's right, Charlotte. And with the progression of women's rights and the feminist movement, we also see many Americans gripped by the fearful wrath of the Red Scare. Beginning in 1919, the Red Scare was, and still is, a time period in which Americans were terrified that communism would spread to the U.S. and destroy our democratic and capitalist mindsets.
That's so right. And in fact, a communist party started in the U.S. and 70,000 radicals joined, including some members of the industrial workers of the world.
I know that I was terrified during this time period, and I still am, thinking that someone could come and take over our country. We're America.
Oh my gosh.
So also, during this Red Scare, we have the Prohibition going on. The 18th Amendment was passed in 1920, which made the sale of alcohol illegal.
Yeah, Charlotte, I heard you interviewed one of the biggest bootleggers in town.
I did. I interviewed Al Capone the other day. So here's our interview. Ross here today with Al Capone, the biggest bootlegger of the 1920s. So Al Capone, tell me a little bit about your business.
Yo, I own this business.
Oh, so what did you think about getting caught for your tax evasion?
Yo, that's stupid.
As you can tell, Al Capone was one mobster. That's smart, but I left my interview before I was even done.
Yeah, Charlotte, he was kind of rude. Anyways, our next topic we will be covering is entertainment and fashion of the 1920s.
America's thirst for entertainment in the arts and on screen and stage seemed unquenchable. Movies were presented as silent films, and they became a national pastime. They also provided a means of escape through romance and comedy. They include The Jazz Singer and Disney's Steamboat Willie.
Now we'll show you a clip of a fashion show we covered that combines both the music and style of the 1920s.
Let's take a look. Well, those were interesting.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think she looked good.
Ew.
Like the one in the red, she was rocking it.
No,
So
no.
pretty.
Definitely
Just show more
the one
skin,
with the stripes.
Show more skin. It was too long. You can't.
Whatever, Clara.
I mean, her hair was rocking. Both of their hairs.
Yeah.
And that dog, that thing was cute.
Totally.
The dog was the best part of the
Ew.
entire show.
Oh, wow. That was mean. Okay, guys. Back on a serious note. So our next topic is the Scopes trial and evolution. So Charles Darwin was a person who made evolution, and a lot of the people did not want to believe this because it was going against their religion. So we are gonna let you see a video of Charles Darwin when he first came out with his evolutionary theory.
And a lot of people think that we don't have videos in the late 1800s, but
We do.
Oh yeah,
We have
you know it.
I'm Charles Darwin here today telling you about my evolutionary theory. So I believe that over thousands, even millions of years, species have changed and formed into things that we could never imagine. Such as here. This is a green frog. This is the old green frog. So today we see a little thing that you can hold in your hands. This was millions of years ago. Therefore, things change. And a lot of people don't approve of my ideas, but I do. Thank you. Charles Darwin sure went against the status quo.
Definitely.
And speaking of new ideas, Henry Ford invented the assembly line, and it molded Americans into a new mobile society with its focus on consumerism.
Didn't you interview Henry Ford?
Yes, I did a while ago, actually.
Let's roll reel.
Catherine Summers here with Mr. Henry Ford, the creator of the assembly line. Now tell me, Mr. Ford, how do you think that you've kind of impacted the way America carries its industrialization?
Well, the assembly line has made it better for companies with producing goods, mass production. It's enabled them to produce them more quickly and more efficiently and at a better cost rate. And it's also allowed citizens to get the products at a better price.
I know myself, I enjoy a nice Sunday drive, so thank you, Mr. Ford. That concluded our interview with Mr. Henry Ford. Now, the automobile's low cost propelled America into this industrial mindset, and it created this expansion outward into suburbs as we know them today.
Definitely. Next, we'll take a Sunday drive in Ford's automobile to the important and influential city of Harlem. Take it away, Clara.
Many Americans began to travel north with the attitude best captured in a phrase, "Black is beautiful." Harlem originally suffered from overcrowding, unemployment, and poverty. Its problems in the 1920s were eclipsed by a flowering of creativity called the Harlem Renaissance, which was a literary and artistic movement celebrating African American culture.
That was the jazzy age, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our story for today.
I'm Clara Birdstein.
I'm Mary Olson.
I'm Charlotte Ross.
I'm Catherine Summers, and this is
MC3 News.
Thank you, and have a good afternoon.
I said that word.
And we're back.
Wait, I thought we just did that.
Wait, but we messed up.
No, but can't you just cut that part out?
So we did it like that. Okay.
Years ago from today, the 19th Amendment was passed, giving women the right to vote.
You held up 10! Oh, I'm dying!